if you can't have sex with your husband in 4 months, either A, he ain't the one for you, and y'all need to move on, or B, you need, it's a lot of trauma or something that's happened in your life, and you need help. Serious help.
Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Talk. Let's talk. My name is Soya. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking. What do I do here? I just sit here, run my mouth, talk about what we talking about. Today, we're going to be talking about Married at First Sight. Sometime I talk about my other reality shows. I call myself a cheap wine expert. I'm a Dollar Tree expert. I like to do DIYs, all kinds of stuff. So if any of that sound remotely, possibly like it maybe could interest you, could you go ahead and subscribe, click, and welcome. Let's get started. Married at First Sight, we have to recap the finale. Were there any surprises? Yes or no? Yes or no? What do y'all think? I think it was surprises. Yes or no? Let's just get into it. Let's start with the easy. Let's start with the easy people first. Bennett, Amelia, everybody knew they was gonna stay together. Emmett, he took it a step ahead. What did he do? Get a tattoo of Amelia's initials on his bum. Well, it wasn't his butt. She kept saying his butt. It was like his side. But, I mean, words sincerely cannot express the love and gratitude that I feel for the couple, as well as for Married at First Sight for putting them together. Like, they, to me, are what love should be. I truly feel like it's some people on this earth that, like, you know, some people believe in like soulmates. One person is this one person for you. I don't know about that debate, but what I am saying, there's nobody else in this world for Amelia than Bennett, and there's nobody else in this world for Bennett than Amelia. So that's all we got to say about them. Amelia actually had to leave the next day to go off and start her residency. Bon voyage to them, and it was so good seeing them. I hope we get to see them again because their energy, Amelia. Okay, anytime Amelia's on camera, she's smiling. Like she literally is smiling, and you can see all her teeth. And like, who don't want to see somebody that's always smiling and happy? Like, who doesn't want to see that? And the experts, again, they tried to get her to say something that was difficult about their relationship. She was like, I ain't got nothing to say about Bennett, except for he came into a time in my life when I had to move and make this decision. That's it. Like, we don't have nothing else to say about these two. Easy peasy. Let's go. The next couple, Woody and Imani. Like, Woody is the gift that just kept giving. Like, I admit, again, if you haven't seen my video, I had to do a whole video for Woody because it was National Woody Day. Because in the beginning, I thought Woody was going to be a problem. I was mad because the show casted him. I didn't think he was going to be able to hold his own. But let me tell you what. That man is a good husband. He is so thoughtful. He is so kind. You could tell, like, that man genuinely loves his wife, and he is satisfied with her and pleased with her. And like, that's what love is. Like, that's what it's all about. Like, and I ain't just gonna put it off on Woody because Imani has really grown too, and you could tell, like, they just let go. Like, okay, we came in this to meet some strangers and fall in love. They did it. Like, they was open for it. And they literally did it. Like, this is what's supposed to happen. You're supposed to come on there. Yeah, you're a little guarded because, I mean, you don't know them. But you're coming on there to open up. You're coming on there aggressively seeking out love. Like, why is it so hard to find love when you aggressively seeking it out? Like, they are the couple of perfect example of what you should do when you go on the show. Woody started tearing up, crying, talking about how she completes him. And like, he didn't know what love was going to be like, or he didn't know what to expect, or he didn't know he would fit into the role as much as he has, and that he could as good as he has. Woody Amani, I salute y'all with both hands. I love this couple. I just wish them all the love, happiness, peace, babies, and puppies. Next. Christina and Henry. This was another no surprise. Like, I mean, everybody knew that they was not going to make it. But I still have been trying to find out Christina. And what's that, my eye? I still been trying to find out what's the deal with Christina. Figure her out. And at the conclusion of the season, I'm just going to go on record and saying she's delusional. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, she is completely delusional. Like, she is not in the same world as us. She has not lived the same. She has not seen or been aware of this whole experience as it relates to her marriage and being on Married at First Sight. Like, she comes on there, she's smiling, she's happy. By the way, that girl she know how to wear a low cleavage dress and show off her best assets. Girl, you know how to do that. Anyway, Christina comes on there, she's smiling, happy. Yeah, I thought it was good to see Henry. Why? Like, yeah, we had good times, bad times. Where were the good times? When y'all first met? Because that's the only good time I can recall them having. Like, their relationship was so awkward. Yes, Henry was so awkward, and I don't know why he was cast on the show, but Christina is delusional. She came on there like, I mean, yeah, we had our good times and our bad times, and she was talking like maybe, possibly, could, like she was just speaking of this experience that never happened. I don't know if she's a pathological liar. That's what I start to think. I feel like she got caught up so many times. She's like, I never knew, talking about somebody text Henry and said that they were sleeping with him. She's like, I never did that. I never thought you were gay. That never happened. I wish you would have told me that. And then a minute later, she talking to the camera like, yeah, somebody sent me their text. Or I don't know who sent me that text. Like, Christina, what is your lie? Can you figure out what the lie is and keep the lie halfway straight? It's documented. Like, this girl was just so delusional. Even from the beginning, Jump Street, when she was trying to tell Olivia about Brett. Hold up. You need to be figuring out your own man and your own husband. You don't need to be worried about us. Anyway, we're not talking about that. We talking about the delusions of Christina. And Henry, he is a nice guy. Awkward. It's not his fault he awkward. It's not even his fault they put him on the show. It's the expert's fault. It's not his fault. Of course he gonna come on the show. He applied, but he ain't the type that should be cast on the show. Let's all agree here about that. But he just sitting there so patient and calm. He never raised his voice. He like, no. She tried to call me out. She tried to blackmail me, and there's no way I want to stay married to her. Like, I don't know. I caught you in so many lies. Like, nothing to say. I mean, really, Henry has nothing to say. Like, when I say this man straightforward got to the point. He didn't even play no TV games. He was just like, got to it, said what he had to say, did what he had to do. I wish Henry the best of luck. I think he got Tourette's syndrome or something. I ain't trying to call him out or nothing, but it's just very obvious to me. I mean, not that that's even relevant to this conversation, but I just brought it up because I'm talking about Henry, and that's what comes to mind. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, this whole thing was it was deluded. Bad couple from the start. They never had a chance. Never. Olivia and Brett. This is really where I want to. Let me finish, and then I'm gonna come back to them because that's where I really want to spend my time. Who else? Karen and Miles. They were surprised, not surprised. They both said yes. However, we seen from next week, we don't know what's going to be happening by next week when they catch up with them. Because I have to give Miles some credit and give him some applause. I didn't think he was going to say yes if she hadn't gave it up. Again, I don't know why you are on the show to get married you don't want to do, if you don't want to have sex, that's fine. Nobody pressuring you. You don't have to have sex. It's your body. You do what you want to do. But when you get married and you get married to a stranger, it's kind of like unspoken that that's going to happen. Now, even in the normal 6-8 weeks that the show is, this show was 4 months. If you can't have sex with your husband in 4 months, either A, he ain't the one for you, and y'all need to move on, or B, you need, it's a lot of trauma or something that's to happen in your life, and you need help. Serious help. Because it ain't no amount of, I need to be so emotionally attached to you before I can do that. I mean, really? You really don't. Like, even just for the sake of, I'm not going to say complying, but I am going to say complying. For the sake of showing him you really in it. Like, you ain't got to put on a show, but I mean, sis, you can't just, seriously. Like, she was so frustrated. Like, oh, in the last 3, and I really like Karen. I tried to rock with sis. I tried so hard. I was like, you know what? He wasn't her type. She trying to get used to this. She trying to figure out what she gonna do. She trying to decide, am I gonna go with this guy who's not really my type? Because he really is a nice guy. He's sweet. He really care about me. Or am I just go like say, nah, this ain't it? I tried so hard with Karen, but sis, no. I don't think they're going to be together by the follow-up. Because I don't know. He good. I don't know no man. A married man that's got 4 months, and you can't get that girl married man something. You walk around with these little dresses on, y'all sleeping in the same bed. I don't understand it. I just don't even. It just don't make no sense to me. Like, no sense. Like, I don't even know how. As a woman, how? Let alone a man. My goodness, y'all sitting around drinking wine every day? You done had you a glass of wine and had a long day at work? This man rubbing your feet at command and at will, and you can't open up the cookie jar to your husband? Oh, she frustrates me. I'm done with them. I don't think they're going to be together by next week. We shall see. Olivia and Brett, that's what I want to talk about today. This wasn't a shocker to me, but I'm upset about it, how it played out. Because honestly, to me, y'all let me know, leave me a comment if you felt this kind of way. To me, it almost seems like your boy Brett almost wanted to stay together, which is weird. Now, Brett is awkward too, but he think he cool. You know what I mean? So he's like that awkward guy that play with his cats and stay home, but think he the life of the party. But he think he is. And so they had decided, y'all know, they had decided a while back to give it quits. But every now and again, it came out that he would text her like, hey, mom, hey, beautiful wifey, hey. Anybody can tell you that he tried. He don't know what to say. He don't know what to do. He's trying to initiate communication, contact. He's trying to do what he could do to try to talk to you. I get it. She got hurt when it started and he called it quits. But here's the thing. I really think the experts got it right with them. I really think that both of them are at two extremes and that they actually balance each other out. Even when they were sitting on the couch, I really felt like Brett was about to be like, well, can you just give me one more chance? Like, I felt like he was about to put his heart on the line. Like, I mean, I know we messed up. I messed up. We moved out. It didn't work. We didn't communicate. I didn't open up to you. But for the sake of trying, let's give it another go. But she was standoffish from the beginning. Sis came on there. Olivia came on there like, let me tell you what. Nah, I ain't giving my all, but let me tell you what. You didn't either, and I don't really like you. Okay? I don't like the things you do. You could be okay in 1 minute, the next minute you in the mirror looking at yourself, and it turns me off. Again, these women get me. Yeah, you got to do something that he don't like, but it turns you all the way off that much? Like, who do you think you are? Do you think everything you do is a turn on? He's staring at himself in the mirror. Sis, turn around. Like, go in another room. Like, y'all don't have another room? Like, play on your phone. Like, it's a million things. Why do you have to? Oh, I'm just upset because I really feel like they could have made it work. I feel like the experts definitely got it right with them because they are opposites and they could have made it work. I feel like they didn't want to do the work. And I ain't blaming the experts for this because they didn't want to do the work. But that's it, y'all. I guess we gonna see what happens with where they at now. You know, Karen and Miles, they got me scared. I ain't scared. I don't blame Miles. Break up, dump her, divorce her. I'm not an advocate of divorce, but you go too far. Sis, you go too far. And let me tell you something, Karen. If you can't make it work with Miles, sis, you about to be alone. Because the type of dudes that you was dating before, obviously it didn't work. And they matched you up with somebody that's kind and considerate. I mean, he lots of emotional, but he got a good heart. He's sweet. He cute. All the exterior stuff that you probably don't like about him, sis, you can change that. But let me tell you what, you mess around and don't get it right with Miles, you just might be alone for a long time because it ain't too many men that's about to deal with this foolery and deal with your shenanigans. That's all I gotta say. I'm out of here.